Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to the Silly Goose Sports Talk. I am Big T.
And I am Skippy, and before we get into today's episode, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because it helps us bring you latest sports news. So now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, New Year's. Welcome to 2022, boys.
Yes, sir. We got 2022 has started us off with a lot of snow, so yeah.
Okay, so it snowed this week. It's probably one of the biggest snowstorms in the last few years. We have like a foot or two outside.
Oh, we got like 16 inches out there. That's like,
yeah, it's like we have at least like this much or so.
Our power's out, so
we're like the only people. We're like one of the only neighborhoods because we only know 3 people who don't have their power out of everyone we know.
I know there's another family last night that got power back. I'll tell you afterwards.
We still have power, so it's nice.
Yeah, Froggy has power.
Also, we have I'm gonna be going to Florida next week, so I will not be partaking in the podcast next week. So I'm gonna be going to warmer climates with my Goose boys. So
sir.
And
will you be able to record your dad joke segment next week? So we do the stuff just like normal.
You can do that. I'll send you a link. I'll send you everything you need, boy. All right. So we're gonna start off with NFL because we had a lot to do this week. Now, watch football team.
All right. Let's go right to this. Difficult to do this on the phone. All righty. Washington jumps out to an early lead for 16-7 at the half, but falters late and falls 20-16. So yeah, that was we were supposed to lose that game for draft, so I'm not as bitter as I would have been, but still, the fact you're leading at the half in a game that you could play spoiler, knock the Eagles out of the playoffs. It's annoying that Washington keeps losing. But the Eagles are currently holding on to the 7th and final NFC playoff spot. With the Vikings losing, they clinched. So yeah. So that's Washington for you.
Yeah. Well, Steelers, it was an emotional night because last night was Big Ben's last home game of his career. Now, the Steelers gave him a great send-off with a 26-14 win. And Steelers actually decided that, scoring the first half was actually a good idea. So they held off a 10-0 lead at halftime. But Big Ben didn't have a fantastic game as he went only 24 for 46, only for 123 yards, 123. Nice. That's perfect order right there. But Harris had a 188 yards rushing that put him past Franco Harris rookie rushing record.
Nice.
So nice. The defense feasted on the Browns offense line. So no one surprised. With 9 sacks, including 4 by TJ Watt. That gives TJ Watt 21.5 sacks on the year. This puts him 1 behind the official record with 1 game to go. So come on, TJ.
I did not expect him to catch that, but I missed the game last night because there's no power. But 4 sacks, he's got a shot. He has a legitimate shot. Who are they playing next week?
Yeah.
They're playing the Ravens, and the Ravens are without Lamar Jackson, so we can make it
happen. We can make it happen, TJ. Let's go, baby.
We can do that.
Yeah. Also, the Steelers are still alive for playoff hopes with an 8-7-1 record. They need the following to happen. So they need to beat the Ravens and the Jaguars to beat the Colts. Well, it seems unlikely the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014. So,
dang. But
we will have more stats on Ben's career after the season is done, but a couple are here. So, Big Ben is 13-0 at home to the Browns, who passed him in the draft. So, oof.
What happened to that one game where they tied in week 1?
I don't know, dude. Also, the Ben has played 18 consecutive seasons on a team with a .500 record or better, 2 more than any other player in the NFL history. Now, we also have in his 18-year career, he's only played 2 games where his team was out of the playoffs already.
Dang, that's very surprising.
Let's go, Big Ben. Much better than Taylor Heineke.
Hey, well, Heineke's working his way up. He's not Heineke.
Sure.
Heineke will be a career. He could be a lower third starter or a top third backup. And I'll take that. That's
whatever you say, Timmy. Yeah, we also have a lot of other NFL news, so you can start that one off.
We got some sad news in the NFL this week. NFL lost 2 coaches this past week. First was John Madden, who passed away at 85. Madden had 3 careers. The first is a Hall of Fame coach, second is a broadcaster, and third is an esports pioneer. At the time of his retirement as coach, John Madden had become the youngest coach to ever win a Super Bowl at the time at age 40 and had a 103, 32, and 7 record. It's still the best winning percentage, 75.9, of any coach who won 100 games. The stress of the job was getting to him and forced him to retire.
Yeah. And we have second, Dan Reeves passed away on Saturday at 77 years old with a 201, 174, and 2 NFL coaching record overall. This is including the postseason. He is only one of 9 coaches in NFL history with 200 total wins. His 9 Super Bowl appearances are topped by only Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
So yeah, we'll have those thoughts and prayers for them, their families, and everyone. So yeah. On the field, we have the Bills beat the Falcons 29-15. With their 10th win, the Bills have 10+ wins in 3 straight seasons for the first time since 1990 to 1993, which is their Super Bowl era when they lost to Washington. Each of the Bills' last 17 wins have come by 10+ points, the longest streak in the NFL since 1950. That's
We also have the Patriots destroying the Jaguars 50-10 while clinching a playoff spot. Mac Jones had a 30+ pass ATT and a 70+ compact percentage for the 6th time in his career. No other rookie QB since at least 1950 has more than 4 games. So Bill Belichick has 20 seasons with 10+ wins as head coach, tied with Don Shula for the most in NFL history. So
yeah, that was wild. All right, now this was the game of the week, but I am very, very, very bitter that CBS DC did not get this game. CBS Richmond had this game, but I am 2 miles above the line of getting CBS Richmond. So I am bitter I did not get this game. The Bengals, in an instant classic, beating the Chiefs 34-31 and clinched the AFC North Division. Cincinnati is the only team in NFL history with a 400+ yard passer, a 1,000+ yard rusher, and multiple 1,000+ yard receivers, all at the age of 25 or younger. The Bengals are young, but the Bengals are good. We have a dynasty coming up. These Bengals are going to be.
Gosh.
If Joe Burrow doesn't get hurt again, then these Bengals, I would not want to mess with them in the AFC. So
I remember when they were a joke. Now they're getting serious. This isn't good, boys.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow's got it. Next few years, he could be winning MVP or something like that. Joe Burrow, my guy. Congrats to them. So that's nice.
Yeah. We also have the Rams come back versus the Ravens 2019. The Ravens have lost 5 straight games for the first time since week 7/16, 2007. So ouch. Yeah. But I dropped something. So hold on, man. Just keep going.
Okay. Justin Tucker's made 57 straight field goals in the 4th quarter and or overtime, the longest active streak in the NFL. So that's pretty cool. Also, we have the Raiders. They beat the Colts 23-20. The Colts are 6th in the playoff race, and the Raiders are 8th. So that is very interesting, if I do say so myself.
Yep.
I cannot see this.
We also have the Titans rolling the Dolphins 34-3, and they clinched the AFC South. The 7-game win streak for the Dolphins came to a halt, and it looks like they're probably out of the playoff race.
That's disappointing because the Dolphins were streaking. I wanted to see the Dolphins win out, but you know what? They came back from such deficits that still an admirable comeback to the season, even if they don't make the playoffs. So yeah. We also have the Bears cruise over the Giants 29-3. I wanted to see the Giants have a better showing so that the Giants can beat Washington next week so we can get some draft capital. So yeah.
Yeah. We also have the Buccaneers defeat the Jets in the fourth quarter comeback to 28-24. Now this is the second time in team history with 12 wins in a season. The last time was in 2002 when they won the Super Bowl. So
yeah. Have we talked about the Antonio Brown thing, or we did that?
That's in a potato league or something.
All right. Chargers defeat the Broncos 34-13. The Chargers currently hold the seventh and final playoff spot, and that eliminates the Broncos. Actually, if the Chargers lose, wouldn't that put Pittsburgh above them?
Not sure.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later.
No, maybe not. Yes, no, maybe so. Probably not.
Yeah,
Also, the 49ers beating the Texans for the 23-7. So, oof.
Yeah, that was interesting. And also another game that was the best game in the 4:00 window right here. The Cardinals survived. They didn't survive the Cowboys. They beat them in the pants. If you watch that game, that was not as close as the score indicated. The Cardinals slugged the Cowboys 25-22, as both teams are now 11-5. So.
Saints defeat the Panthers 18-10. Panthers have now lost 11 of the last 13 after a 3-0 start. So ouch.
And the Seahawks bombed the Lions 51-29. That was a beating. So yeah. The Lions put up 29 points though. That's surprising.
Yeah. I also have the Packers wrapped up the number 1 seed in the NFC with a 37-10 winner for the Vikings. So yeah. That's what we got there.
Oh, we got fantasy football this
Fantasy
week.
football, it was, I believe, the final playoffs. So after the first week of the week 2 final, oh no, we have next week also. The Phantom Strikers hold a 127 to 112 lead over the Steelers. Now, both teams vastly outperformed their projections, but these teams sitting the players next week, it might wreck some of these teams. So it's getting close, boys.
Do you think the producer can make a comeback? Because we'll see what happens.
Well, it's only a 20-point difference, and they completely destroyed their projected. So it depends. It all depends.
Yeah, have it this week. You have next week. Also, baseball. The lockout continues for baseball.
Yeah. So, come on, give us. We need content.
Yeah.
We don't have anything right now. Segment 4. Wait, why did I read that? Sorry. Now time for NHL. We have Penguins game 31. After 19 days off, the Penguins were back on the ice and did not disappoint. Now, they beat the Sharks 8-5 after scoring a franchising tying 6 goals in the first period. I don't know if that was spelled right or not. Anyways, Evan Rodriguez and Brian Rust scored a hat trick. Rust returning from 11 games to get a 5-point night. So, wow. Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Small claps all around.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was checking something because there was something we didn't have on the script. All right. Washington Capitals. In game 32, we have the Caps taking out the Preds 5-3. That was a pretty good game all around. And then in game 33, the Caps beat the Red Wings 3-1. That was really cool. In this game, Ovechkin had his 275th tally on the power play, passing Dave and Skippy. You try to take this name. You're good at this. Dave.
I got this. All right, everybody, I got this. Dave Andreychuk.
Actually, that sounds pretty good. I think you got it.
And Andreychuk. Andreychuk.
Andreychuk. For the most in NHL history. Then in game 34, the Caps fall to the Devils 4-3 in overtime. This team is abysmal in overtime, but Connor Sheary had a miraculous goal to send the game to overtime. So I'm glad we got the point at all. So yeah, that's all we got for the Capitals. Next week should be better.
Yeah, now we have we're gonna roll into NBA a little bit. So
Yep.
that's not the
Game
best
30.
week.
Well, actually, they salvaged it last night. In game 34, we had a loss to Miami 119 to 112. In game 35, we beat the Cavaliers 110-93. Then in game 36, the Wizards lost to the Bulls in a 120 to 119 heartbreaker.
Ouch.
They lost it last night. Yeah, that one hurt. And then last night, a 124 to 121 thriller versus the Hornets. I only heard the first half over the radio on the phone. So yeah, that was. I thought they had a huge lead in the first quarter, and then they blew it. And the Hornets had a big lead going to halftime. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna lose this game. And when I wake up and check the scores, we won. So yeah, nice.
Nice. Yeah. Now time for the best segment, dad jokes. Now,
yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to start scraping the bottom of the barrel soon because my sister got my dad unknowingly a dad joke calendar last year, so that's why I have so many. But now since 2020 is over, I don't have those anymore. So we'll see if they're gonna get worse or better. So
yeah, we'll find out.
I read it. So these are probably the last ones you'll hear from that calendar. So I read about a cartoonist who went missing. Details are sketchy at the time.
That's a good. I like that one.
What did the hat say to the scarf? You'll hang around. I'll go ahead. Ooh, this is a baseball one. Dodger Stadium is the largest baseball stadium in the United States by capacity. They say it can hold up to 56,000 people, but that's just a ballpark figure. Interesting. Let's see. I'm always the chattiest at New Year's Eve parties. Something about the holiday really gives me a bubbly personality. You're bad. We're gonna have 2 this week. We're gonna have 6 actually. So no matter what kind of German children are kinder. Wait, what? No matter what kind you are, German children are kinder.
Well, they have Kinder or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, it was spelled Kinder. Oh,
yeah, it's for some of those like. Yeah, I mean.
That was garbage.
All right.
Why do Dasher and Dancer love coffee?
Why?
Because their stance is Starbucks.
That's good.
Those were. What a way to end that.
That last one was pretty good, though.
The last one was pretty good. The first one was also pretty good.
College football. All righty. I wanted better games in college football. First off, you have Alabama beating Cincinnati 27-6. I mean, yeah, Cincinnati had an amazing season, but they just did not have the firepower that Alabama had. I do not want this showing to knock any non-Power 5 team out of the playoff in the future.
That stupid Alabama. I can't. My mom, when I told my mom I was against the Alabama, she was like, see, my dad was on my side because these guys, once you have it too good for too long, people start rooting against you.
Yeah, exactly.
My dad's family is not going to be very happy with me if they ever hear this. So I'm very sorry, but they must go down in flames.
Yes.
You also Georgia beating Michigan 34-11. So those were the key bowl games. We have a lot of other ones though.
I was rooting for Georgia, but I wanted it to be a closer game, honestly.
Yeah.
So also in the other bowl games, you have Michigan State beating Pitt 31-21 as Pitt's QB sat out the game and backup broke his collarbone in the game. Oh god.
Oh my gosh. The heck.
Well, they do have another quarterback coming in. The guy one of my favorite guys, Keaton Slovis, is moving into Pitt. So
yeah,
the ACC is going to be scary this year.
We have Arkansas beating up the hopeless Penn State team who had players sit out, by the way, 24-10. So ouch.
Oklahoma State survives Notre Dame 37-35. I only saw part of that. so I never saw.
Yeah, we have Ohio State came back with 17 in the fourth quarter points to defeat Utah 48-45. So close.
Dang.
Close
Utah
one.
was slugging the garbage out of them. I never saw it. Baylor
Yeah.
beat Ole Miss 21-7 with 14 fourth quarter points, and Matt Corral went down in that game from what I can see.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the
that's
finals
not-
are set. It is an all SEC final as Alabama will face Georgia next Monday. Who you got, Timmy? You know what? As much as I want Georgia to win,
Yeah,
it'd be Alabama, man.
Yeah, here's the thing. Georgia is heated after that loss. I see Georgia getting revenge this game.
I wouldn't complain if it happened.
Me neither. I want to see Georgia run the ball. Thing is, they can pass, but Alabama's got the secondary. We need to see them run the ball. Just do what Washington did in their win streak. Manage the ball, hold the clock, run Alabama, run it down their throats. Don't let them get the ball back. Just put points on the board. If you don't get behind, you won't have to make a stunning comeback. That's all I have.
Yeah, now time for Big T's silly season minute. So let's see how you're gonna do with that.
We don't have anything this week actually. So
well, just pull it out if you have.
We should I say this Brandon stuff or no? Because there's okay, I'm just gonna spill this out. All right, Brandon Brown, local boy, he's our guy. We've been rooting for him for years. He got sponsorship from the Let's Go Brandon coin, which is like a Bitcoin. You know those meme Bitcoins like Dogecoin, all that stuff. Let's Go Brandon coin decided to sponsor Brandon Brown for the whole season. I honestly, it's probably a scam. I hope it's not a scam because
so dumb.
If this could end up like the whole DC Solar incident with the Xfinity team of the Xfinity Ganassi team, I do not want to see the same thing happen to Brandonville Motorsports. Hardest working people in NASCAR. I really want to see this team succeed, but having a meme sponsorship is funny, but I don't know how long it's going to last. So that's all we got for NASCAR.
Wow. Okay. So Raw Potato / Potato of the Week. Now, Potato of the Week, we didn't have one this week, if I'm being honest. But last night while we were talking, because we're going to Disney soon, right? So we're talking about Disney movies and stuff. And I learned that my sister and my mom have not seen WALL-E.
Wait, which siblings have not seen WALL-E?
Voice of Reason.
What?
And it's
I have a bone to pick when we're done.
It pains me. It pains me. They don't even like Emperor's New Groove, man.
That one was overrated.
It's underrated, bro. It's underrated. But WALL-E, how can you live?
WALL-E is a gem. WALL-E is one of the greatest Pixar movies. We need to do a Pixar movie tier ranking at some point. So
I know, right? But I'm just saying, Potato of the Week goes to my siblings and my mom. Because what? Yeah, it's a little bit. It's like they like the very obscure stuff. Like I'm talking like Enchanted.
That movie was actually pretty funny, though.
Yeah, but it's very obscure.
It got released 2 years too early. It got released a little bit early. If it got released a year or two later, there would have been a really good song to go with it.
Yeah, but we got that going.
If anyone catches my drift, and Skippy doesn't get it, okay. I don't think, because you weren't here for the fifth rankings.
Yeah, I don't care for that. We also have Jag for the week. So Antonio Brown quits the Buccaneers mid-game. And listen, guys, he doesn't even just quit. He took off his uniform, shoulder pads, undershirt, gloves, and he just chucked him into the crowds like a little souvenir. And then he ran across into the end zone, into the locker room. So he just dipped.
Antonio Brown is such a... I'm not even going to say the word here, but here's the thing. Man of the decade has to go to Steelers coach Mike Tomlin for like putting up with his crap for so long.
My man, Mike
Put up
Tomlin.
with, if he put up with
Never,
that crap, for
Mike Tomlin's
years,
never had a losing season.
yeah, that is shocking.
Hopefully,
So-
hopefully he won't have one this year either. Round two of
we'll
the
see.
week. FedEx Field. The railing collapsed
Yeah.
as Jalen Hurts is walking off the field. There were about 4 fans leaning on the railing, and it completely collapsed, and the fans fell about 6 feet onto the ground. Now, Hurts was a class act and helped them up, so good for him.
That's
And then
bad.
post for pictures with them afterwards. But still, FedEx Field, what the heck?
Here's the thing with FedEx Field. Since
That's
the fans stopped coming, they stopped, the people maintaining it decided, oh, nobody shows up, we don't care anymore. So it's just a mess. New
Everything about the
stadium
Washington
coming
football
next
team is just a
10
mess,
years.
man.
Yeah. All we have the best punter in the league, Tress Way. We need him, but he's in COVID protocol. So
Yeah, that's all you guys have, a punter. Now we have
Yeah.
Ovechkin taking the all-time league lead in power play goals. So good job to him, I guess.
yeah, that's awesome.
And then
That's the
still a
only
goose
time-
of the week. We
time
have the Bengals. Oh, what are we saying? Sorry.
That's the only time you'll be seeing Washington at the top of the standings in the next few years. The Capitals are Washington's only hope.
Yeah.
Washington's not
Silly
winning
goose
anything.
of the week. We have the Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase. Now Chase set a rookie wide receiver record for 266 receiving yards in one game, and 1,429 yards in the rookie season. So
That is remarkable. As I said, the Bengals, they're setting up. They're setting it up for the next few years.
yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
All right. Also, we have Big T's music notes. The top 5 remain the same. Number 5, we got Buy Dirt by Luke Bryan and Jordan Davis. Number 4, we got You Should Probably Leave by your boy, the Stapler, Chris Stapleton. Number 3, we got If I Didn't Love You by Carrie Underwood and Chase Naldine. Number 2, we got Whiskey and Rain by Michael Ray. That song, I'm playing that song on repeat a lot. Number 1, we remain Thinking About You by Dustin Lynch and Mackenzie Porter. That song is up top for about 4th week now, so good for them. And also we got Taylor's Tay and the Stapler with I Bet You Think About Me are moving up to number 32. They are what's the word? They are continuing their small, gradual, methodical charge to the top, not doing what Taylor Swift normally does, just shoot right up to the top. They're taking the more Chris Stapleton route. Slowly and slowly shoving it down your throat till it's at number 1.
Yeah.
But Chris Stapleton's awesome. The thing about that song that I don't like is they just gave him a backup singing role. I think Chris Stapleton, you should have given him an entire verse. That would have been absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And that is all we have for you this week, unfortunately. Now, I don't believe I'll be attending next week's show because I will be frolicking in the lands of Disney World. So
Yeah.
we'll see. If I show up, then that's lucky. And if I don't, then so be it. Now, everybody, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I'll bring you the latest sports stands out. We have 60 free subscribers going into 2022. So actually, it might be 64 at this point. I don't know. So we're gonna try hitting 100 by the end of the year, maybe more. So let's make that happen, boys. And we will see you all Tuesday. Keep on honking.